July 31st, it must have been about 1 o'clock. Maybe less, maybe around 12 something. I got the Wells Fargo, took some money out, and we all headed down to Soak City. That was the last time I drove. We get to the park, pay everything, we're all in there. I go on a couple rides, the ones you slide on your back with, and then the purple and yellow one. I don't know if you ever been there.
The funnel one?
Yeah, it goes like that.
Yeah.
I go on my on the last ride I ever got on, which was called the Coronado Express.
Welcome to the shift. Tonight's guest is Ernie. Ernie is somebody that I've seen in the last several years coming into the shop. And every time I see Ernie, he's positive, got a good look on your face, saying what's up to everybody. And when we started the show, you were one of the first people that we actually talked about. I don't think you even know. But when we were like, hey, who's come through the shop that we can talk to and has a story, one of the first people that came up was Ernie.
Oh, man.
And just from the little pieces that I've heard, I'm really excited at how you're able to stay so positive when I see you every time after hearing just glimpses of the things that you've been through. So, but let's get into it.
All right, man.
So let's introduce everybody to yourself.
Right.
What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Ernesto Garcia. I'm from Long Beach, California, but I moved to San Diego in 1996. And I've been to like Houston, lived in Philadelphia. But I've been home since, I'm gonna say 2005.
Okay. And you grew up mainly in San Diego though?
Mainly in San Diego, Southeast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have any plans for after high school?
I decided to join the military, and that didn't work out for me. I should have known when I was lying to my recruiter, and I passed the test by buying those, you know how you, to...
The synthetic, like the quick fix?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I went to MEPS.
Yeah.
And passed the test, did the duck walk, took my oath, whatever.
And you're off to boot camp?
Off to boot camp. Everything was all good.
It's the Army boot camp?
Army boot camp, Fort Benning, Georgia. And
you make it through training.
Make it everything,
graduate.
Smoke.
And you smoke the day of your graduation?
Smoke, celebrate, maybe a couple days before even.
Oh,
we were already like done.
Yeah,
we were already,
yeah.
They sent us to Fort Campbell, Kentucky. And I'm one of the first randoms. And they told me that I wasn't kicked out of the military, but that I had what they called a 6-month suspension or a 6-month, to get back with them in 6 months, which I never did after that.
And then so you were just out of the Army and it's on to the next thing.
Went back home and to a disappointed parents, and not just disappointed parents, but a disappointed family.
Yeah.
Cousins.
Nobody wants to hear that anybody got kicked out of the military usually.
Yeah, and then they asked, hey, why'd you get kicked out? And I told them, I was like, you know what, I got caught smoking marijuana. My dad thought it was a joke. Like, no, for real. Like, what happened? Like, you couldn't have been that dumb. Like, come on, man. Like, do you know what I've done to come into this country? Like, what me and your mom have done? Like, were you citizens? Like, that's not the reason why. Like, come on, man. Like, you got in a fight. You stole something. You hit you hit your superior.
Anything else?
Anything, and no, it was.
That's what it was.
That's what it was, and it was hard. It's hard.
For sure.
It was one of the first times that depression hit me, and I didn't know what that was. It was just a sadness of didn't want to couldn't look my dad and mom in the face, or my little brother, my aunts, uncles. It was just
it's tough.
And you know how family talks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's him.
Okay, so what I can get out of this though is that this is a big disappointment for your parents.
Yeah, for me too.
And for you too,
For
but
me
particularly
too.
for your parents. They're like, I sacrificed everything. We've done all this.
A lot.
And this is the last thing that we expected from you.
Yes.
Okay.
And then, I met my ex-wife.
Okay,
Yes.
So you end up getting married at some point.
Yes, I ended up getting married in Houston, Texas, February 24th in 2002.
And how old were you?
I was 21, about to turn 22.
Okay.
Did
you get married kind of quick?
Yes, really quick.
Like how quick?
Like less than a year quick.
Okay.
We met each other. She ended up getting pregnant. She's not making it in Dago. I'm not really catching on to the responsibilities of, okay, this is a household and this is how we're gonna do it and this and that. I'm still kind of like trying to be single, like, okay, I got a baby's mom, I'll watch my daughter,
Oh, okay.
It wasn't until she found herself with an opportunity, a better job opportunity, so she moved to Houston. I flew over there for 1 week and then saw my daughter as a baby, and I just couldn't leave her. I called my parents at home, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna end up staying here.
Yeah.
Lived in Houston, Texas, and yeah, man, got married and showing up. I thought, all right, got a job. Because I spoke English and Spanish, it worked out.
It works out good in
It
Houston.
worked out great in Houston. Okay, would you mind
can
letting
check
that for
you,
me?
No, it works out great in Houston for sure, bro.
It turned out to be it turned out to be a great experience. It turned out to be a great experience because it taught me work ethic. Well, like real work ethic. This is not like your mom and dad, like, mijo, wake up, or mom washing your clothes, and no, this is like you're in a whole nother city.
You're finally being tested.
You're in a whole nother city. You don't know anybody. Ain't nobody gonna give a fuck if you pay rent or not, and it was probably one of the best things that ever happened to me.
Yeah, getting tested and put out into the open where you have to fend for yourself.
She found another job opportunity in Philadelphia, and I said, you know what? I don't just want to go there on her coattails. So I started putting the applications in Philadelphia, and we got to Philadelphia on my birthday. 2023. I'm sorry, 2003. June 16, 2003, I got to Philadelphia, and I went around, and this guy, he said he worked for a cleaning crew. It was called Golden Glow. Yeah, I'm a cleaner too of theaters, and I got my own keys, and I speak English and Spanish, and I got a license, so it's like, life is great.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounds like a good setup.
Life is great, and it was great, bro, until 2005 when she got pregnant, and she was like, I'm not having a baby in Philadelphia. I didn't want to leave, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not.
You wanted to stay out there.
Yes, something in my stomach told me, don't leave here. Do not leave here. Something bad is gonna happen to you if you leave here. And I thought,
you remembering that like vividly?
oh yeah, I remember telling myself like, bro, it's gonna be money wise. Like, I'll make my money anywhere. But I'm thinking, man, I'm gonna go. Where am I gonna start selling coke? Because it's more expensive out there. Am I gonna have to, like, what am I gonna do? Go back to the restaurant again? Which, look, I'm cleaning theaters, right?
Yeah.
I'm fucking getting dirty, right? But I have my own keys, like I'm my own boss. Like, I got this respect, like, you know what I mean? Like, I treat everybody with love, so they treat me with love. So it's like, I don't want to leave this. I feel important here. I'm gonna go back to where I'm just gonna be an ant, a worker ant. You seen the movie Ants?
Yeah.
You seen them?
Yeah.
They're gonna put me as a worker ant.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, I did not want to. I even contemplated divorce. Like, I'll send you child support. But the whole thing of me leaving California to Texas to Pennsylvania was for my kid.
Your kid, yeah.
And my kid was so good that it's like, I don't want to leave her alone. We don't, let's,
Yeah.
okay.
Of course.
And so we moved. But I remember, Manny, I remember like, hey man, everything's going so good here. Like, everything's going so good here, dog. Like, you don't even have to go. And then the other shoulder, yeah, man. Why the fuck we even leaving? Like, no, there's no bad angel or there's no angel or devil. It's like two angels, bro. Like, bro, everything's going good here, bro. It's not the cleanest. It's not the most the beach.
But it's a great life that you built and you're happy.
I got the house. I got my own basement. I got attic. They call it a row home. I'm part of a neighborhood. I'm a respected member of the neighborhood.
Oh yeah, you got it made.
I got it made, but my wife, she's like, no, I'm gonna go home. I want to go home.
Okay, so then do you guys come back together all as a unit?
Well, we argued first. I was telling her, I was like, man, I just don't feel right. And she was like, look, Ernie, you know, we'll both get jobs and this and that, but I'm not having my baby here, so I could not be her over the family part. Yeah. How can I say? There was no family in Philadelphia, so she had a point there, and there was nothing. I'm not having the baby, so I couldn't beat her, so I joined her. And February 2005, we left Philadelphia.
And you guys moved back, and what's the situation like?
Situations like, we moved back to 45th and Logan. I kept thinking like, damn, something bad's gonna happen to you, something bad's gonna happen to you. And that's what I was like, damn, the bad's happening. Oh my God, the bad's happening. So I started like panicking, you know. I was about to go up to my dad and be like, yo, Dad, you think I can come work over here with you again, you know? But like, something told me like, man, before you go, Daddy, you know. Not to say there's nothing wrong with that. Like,
sure.
If you got your dad.
It's just your situation.
It was my pride.
Yeah.
A young man's fucking pride.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which I should have been like, yo, Pops, you know, you think. I said, you know what, before I go crying to Daddy, I'm gonna go hit every fucking restaurant in Old Town. So I dropped my oldest daughter up at preschool, and I went to every restaurant in Old Town.
Restaurants, yeah.
The first one I hit was Rockin' Baja Lobster. Oh, I hit that right there. And the lady said, are you coming in here with a suit and tie to look for a job? I was like, yeah, I want to see if you guys, you know, have a position for a busboy. Yeah. She said, hold on a minute. And it's fucking, this dude came, his name was Ed. Just look, he's like, you know what an expediter is? I said, no. He's like, well, I'm gonna make you one. He was like, when can you start? I said, I can start today. He was like, boy. You know, he was like, you can start today. He was like, what's this suit and tie thing? I was like, I want a job.
Yeah.
He said, okay, but that's not how you go and dress. You can dress with the black pants, and I got a shirt for you, this and that, blah, blah. I came over that day, you know, and one of the things that I always learned from my dad is he always had, like, wherever it is he worked, he always had a menu at the pad. And once he got the menu down, he wouldn't read it no more. Then he would go to his newspaper or whatever the fuck. So I was like, hey man, can I take a menu home? He was like, yeah. Like, I saw the way he looked at me, he was like, yeah. So I got in there, started expediting, started fucking reading the menu, blah, blah, blah. Make a long story short, bro, within 3 months, I was running that window, bro. Like I that respect, that love, that making money, that I got it back.
Yeah, you just dialed it in.
So that voice left that something bad is gonna happen to you. That shit left, bro. So it was 3 great years. We moved from a 1-bedroom to a 2-bedroom to a house. Oh wow. You know what I mean? We had a nice three little bedroom, little fucking, I wouldn't call it a house. It was a 3-bedroom place. We called it a house. We were buying it. And then, but it was connected to another 3-bedroom place. Okay. And it was like this, but there were like 3 bedrooms this way, their yard, our yard.
Yeah, you got your own yard.
Yes,
your own spot,
yeah, we got our own garage, our own garage. So we just
it's your
the
own
houses
spot,
were connected, and I thought that was like an irony because that's how the houses are in Philadelphia.
Oh wow!
Like you go in Philadelphia, you think you see a big ass house. No, that house is really cut down the middle. It's 2 houses. So I was like, man, like fuck, like Philly's with me. Like I had that mentality. I had that fucking mentality. Like,
all of a sudden,
bro,
you turned into a Philly guy.
No, bro, I'm gonna tell you something, bro.
Quick out
I'm gonna
there.
tell you something, bro. I'm Californian.
No, I know.
Till the day I motherfucking die.
It's just hilarious.
Till the day I motherfucking die. Well, I was a little boy when I went to Philadelphia. All right, I was a little boy. Philadelphia got me.
Yeah.
They got me. Fucking toughing me up.
Yeah.
Fucking threw me on the ground. Fucking lifted me back up. When I felt like fucking picked me back up and shit. Like Philadelphia made me a man, bro.
Hell yeah.
Philadelphia like gave me like what it is to be a fucking man. Philadelphia said, you want it, you're gonna work for it, you're gonna come here and grind, it's yours. Yeah, our city's dirty. Yeah, we have motherfucking crime. Yeah, we have our fucking egos. Yeah, people are stupid. But you know what? You want that little house? You want that little car? You want to drive over the bridge to South Jersey every day? You want to fucking speak your Spanish and make your money? There it goes. And it was there for me, bro. Like it coddled me, bro. So when I was right there, and like I was like, oh, I want this house. That dude was like, oh man, we got so many to look at. I said, no, I said, Legine, Philly's with us.
Damn.
Philly's with me.
Hell
This
yeah.
a row house, Legine, look how they're connected. She was like, oh my God. I was like, nah, right here.
Right.
And at that time, the rent was only like $700. So it was like cool, you know what I mean? So what I found out is after a couple months of everything going good, the dude said, you know, my mom's getting old. The lady next door is already on a like renting to own this shit. Would you guys be willing to I don't want to put the property up on the market. It seems like you guys been here for a while already. Like just start payments. We can use the past year and then we can start going from there. But you guys have to pick up the property taxes and the maintenance because you know dude was getting old already. His mom había hijita and everything.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Hell yeah.
Philly's with me
Yeah.
because how we got our place in Philly. This lady's daughter was gonna be a cop, but she was on pulling somebody over and a fucking car just
Oh shit.
and fucking left her disabled as fuck. And so she was like, we have to move out of here. My daughter can't go. She was like, I don't want to break your pockets, but can we charge you $300 a month? I was like, yeah, that's fine, ma'am, no problem. Like, hell. And so when dude was like, yeah, man, just give us $700, a month, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna live here forever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna live here forever, bro. Like I want to thank my dad. I want to thank like the city of Philly. I want to thank that dude Bruce. Like I want to just like thank my wife who fucking just like got up and went to work too and shit. Like it was just like a combination. Like it was happiness. Like, but what I didn't know is that 2008 was coming.
So when did things change for you?
Things changed for me in 2008 when everything was going great. As a matter of fact, one of the best Christmases was Christmas of 2007.
Really?
The kids woke up to everything. Oh my God, my nephews, everything. My house was the spot. My parents were like, oh, mijo, oh, these nice couches. Wow, shit, like, it's awesome. Awesome. Because I don't have no college degree. I don't, I'm a worker.
Yeah.
I have calluses on my head. I deal with customers. I deal with kitchens. I smell like seasoning, and I'm proud of that. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
One of the shows I like is the bear, because we weren't saying yes, chef, and shit like that. But it was like, okay, yeah, all right, Ern, yes, Ern, all right, cool,
getting
Ern.
the job done,
Yes,
though.
it's like, acknowledge me, motherfucker. I need two of these. I need two of these. Like, all right, Ern, we got you, Ern. All right, cool, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, awesome.
Everything is going good.
Great.
Better than great. You're like,
great. Like, I'm on top of the moon.
I'm getting more money.
Friends.
Fucking places.
It's so good that everybody's willing to cover somebody. And July 31st was a Friday. I had it planned. If they called me, I had to call in at 2 o'clock. It was between me and this dude. Whoever called in first was had it off. You know what I mean? Whoever called in second was gonna be on call. Like, they could call you at 5. You know what I mean? I waited like 1:59. Then I called. Hey, hello, this is Ernie. I just want to know if I have to go in. Oh, no, you're good. All right, thank you. All right. So I don't have to go to work. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to lie to my family. I'm going to lie to my 2 daughters and to my wife, because I've been to Soap City 3 times already this summer. I'm gonna play Madden, and I'm gonna play college football, and I'm gonna transfer the classes from college football to Madden. I'm fucking do like 3 years of this shit all day long. Like, smoke weed and play PlayStation 2, and maybe throw a San Andreas in there. I don't give a fuck, but I'm gonna make it a me day. You know how females go to get a spa and pickle around their shit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play video games all day. But my wife was like, it's a church trip. It's for the church, and like, I guess somebody that volunteer ain't going, and if somebody doesn't volunteer, like 3 or 4 kids can't go. So everybody was at the house already, and I'm like, oh shit, well, I gotta go to work. I'm starting to be hardcore with it, like, I just gotta go to work. Oh, damn. Then, my daughters are like, oh man, I guess we're just gonna stay. Like, and something in me was just like, man, don't say nothing, just shut the fuck up. But then I was like, oh man, well, let me get some money. Let me go to Wells Fargo's, and I guess we can go. That's what I did. I got the Wells Fargo, took some money out, and we all headed down to Soak City. That was the last time I drove. July 31st, it must have been about 1 o'clock. Maybe less, maybe around 12 something. We get to the park, pay everything, we're all in there. I go on a couple rides, the ones you slide on your back with, and then the purple and yellow one. I don't know if you've ever been there.
The funnel one?
It goes like that.
Yeah.
And then I go on my on the last ride I ever got on, which was called the Coronado Express.
I remember that ride.
And it's one where you walk all the way up.
Yep.
And it's a raft.
Yep.
And it has I think it had like 3 or 4 people.
I think you could probably fit 4 or 5, maybe even 6.
Yeah.
But that ride is still there.
Yeah.
I rode it not that long ago.
Yeah, that ride is. At that time, what we didn't know was that the conveyor belt. What I didn't know, it was a lot of things. I didn't know they had like 10,000 lawsuits. That park had over 10,000 lawsuits. I didn't know that every time we went there, half the time it was closed down. I didn't know. I thought it was just closed down, but it was always a reason for it being closed down. I've been going to that park since it was Whitewater Canyon when it first started, and so.
So you're at the last ride of the day.
Yeah.
And you're going up, and you get to the top of the ride.
Yeah, we get to the top of the ride.
And who is it?
It's me, my brother, my friend, and my other friend. And we just go down, and like I said, what I didn't know at the time was that the conveyor belt wasn't working. And the conveyor belt is what pushes the wraps up after they're done with it.
Yeah.
The lifeguards, they take them, you get off.
Yeah, and then the conveyor belt takes the wraps back up so they can use them again.
Well, that day, I guess the people were stuck there. Like, you know what I mean?
At the bottom.
I didn't know that. So they put us down, whatever. We're going down the ride. One of the last things I remember, we come down and hit the raft, and we flew. I flew. I know I hit my face against the pool because I'm in water, and I can't move. And I remember this girl like trying to get me out, and she couldn't because like she was their lifeguard, but she wasn't like big enough. So this like I came to find out later was an off-duty sheriff from Colorado. Like he had to come and save me and shit. And
are you conscious?
Yes, now I am. Now that they got me out of there, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? And coming down the ride on the other thing is my wife and her friend, and my daughters are in the wave pool. And I'm like, oh shit, I can't move. They call the ambulance. I try to squeeze a ball, you know, when I get to the hospital. I'm trying to squeeze the ball, and I remember my father getting there, and I'm telling my father, like, I don't know what's going on, but if you give me 3 years, I'm gonna walk again. And the doctor's telling me, you need to say goodbye because we're gonna have to put you in a coma. Do you know what's going on? I'm like, I guess so. And one of the talks that my wife and I had talked about was if an accident had ever happened, that I didn't want to come back
Be resuscitated.
different. I didn't want to be resuscitated, nothing. Once I was in a coma, I went into seizures, or I don't know, whatever. She couldn't do it. She couldn't do it.
She couldn't pull the plug.
She couldn't pull the plug. And I blamed her for a long time for that.
So in your coma, from the trauma that you sustained to your head.
Yes, I hit my face, and it landed on my neck, and I broke my C4 and C5, and I broke my T1 and my T2, which is my back. And yeah, bro.
But while you're in your coma, you're having seizures and.
Well, I don't know. That's what they told me afterwards. But they drill some shit in my head, and I'm on this bed that turns.
Wow. And how long are you in a coma for?
October.
So like 3 months?
Yes, September, October.
Oh, damn.
Seaway.
That's crazy.
Yes, early October. Not Halloween yet. But the Olympics have passed. It's like, Michael Phillips has won 5 gold medals, and I was like, damn, I was waiting, like, I was like, that hasn't happened yet, like, because I'm like still in the summertime.
Okay, so yeah, so let's get to when you wake up from the coma. You wake up from the coma, and what do you remember? What do you remember about from when you woke up?
I remember, like, what I remember now? What I remember now is waking up and my mom was there. and I couldn't talk. And I'm trying to talk like I'm talking to you now. But they had this thing, the trach. And so I was like, and my mom was just praying over me, and oh my God, and nurses and doctors come, and you know. My dad's the only one that I kind of went to, because he was like, the Dodgers are in the playoffs, we're playing the Phillies. And they're like I fucking knew, like, okay, like, oh yes, okay, okay, oh shit, like what happened? Like, okay, because they were like, I was hearing all kinds of shit. But as soon as he was like, oh, the Dodgers are in the playoffs, we played the Phillies, like like it was straight to him. And I couldn't move anything. The little ball that I was rolling around and squeezing, I wasn't rolling around anymore. So there was a lot of crying to myself, because everybody leaves. When you're in the hospital, people leave. You're in the hospital. But it's not their fault. It's not their fault. There's lives. There's lives. They charge at the hospital. You know? You also know who your hobbies are and who your hobbies aren't.
Yeah.
You also realize that life is not just what you read about. There was a hit and run on the 805. A woman got raped by City College. A husband killed a wife in a domestic violence. Man thrown off raft, paralyzed. That shit hit my family. That shit hit me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the news, it's like, wow, that shit hit me. You know what I mean? And of course, they try to spin it and try to say I died and shit, and
Sure.
that I was drunk and all that.
We're at the point now that you're leaving the hospital and you're going home.
Not yet. I'm still in the hospital.
How long did you stay in the hospital?
Shit, bro. I was in the hospital. Let me see. I woke up. Then they told me I had to go to a place called a rehabilitation center, where I was going to learn all this wheelchair shit. And I was scared, bro. I was scared like if we're going to school for the first time, you know what I mean? And fucking, I went to this rehab, which turned out to be a blessing, bro. It's Sharp's Memorial. I don't know if you know what Mesa College is.
Yeah.
Ironically, is where my babies were born. Sharp's Memorial is right there. Sharp's Hospital or whatever.
And this is the same hospital that all your treatments
Bro, when I'm
happen
in my room, I can see where my babies were born.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
So I'm thinking, I should have never left Philadelphia. I knew something bad was going to happen to me. So, not like realizing all this shit, and like, you know, I'm like, it's your fault I broke my neck. To my ex-wife, it's your fault and it's God's fault. My neck is broken.
And this is what you're saying.
Yeah, this is what I'm spilling. This is my how I'm dealing with it. You know, like
Your frustrations
yes,
and all
like,
your feelings.
yes, like accident, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like I should have never been on. I should never been here. I need to be in New Jersey right now, because like I remember being in the fucking hospital when everybody leaves, and I'll be like, go back, wake up, wake up. Oh, it's like no, bro, it wasn't a dream.
Yeah.
So they sent me to this rehab place, and the rehab place, I would say is like a drug rehab place, but for wheelchair people. Because everybody's coming in that had just broken their neck. There's a man that's been in there already that broke his neck working on the power line. Like he works for the city, but he fell from a power line. This girl was visiting from fucking Irvine. She's a college basketball player. She was at the beach, and she fucking was in the water, and there was a fucking dirt. So and she broke her fucking neck on the thing on the dirt, and like there's just new cases. So I'm like, damn, someone more fucked up than me. Okay, cool. Then I started like getting rehab, started like moving my like arms.
So initially, could you not move your arms when the accident happened?
Initially, I think I had some kind of like, I'm not gonna call it paralysis, some kind of like stuckness. Like it was just like,
okay.
I would just like pretend like you're cold, like just like cold. Like I would try to go like this, but I had no control. I wouldn't have like no. But then as soon as I started doing rehab, just like not thinking about it, it just started coming to me.
Really?
Yes.
Just the focus and the rehab and, I mean, fucking sheer determination, you start moving again.
Like the one of the things I told myself straight the fuck up is like, it's not a dream. Like you're gonna live like this. What I wanted was a fucking book. Like, you are fucked up now. This is step one. You are fucked up now. You're gonna go to a rehabilitation center. In the rehabilitation center, you need to see what kind of wheelchair is your preference. You're gonna see if you have if you can make a fist, they're gonna give you one of those manual chairs, you know? If you can't make a fist, they're gonna give you a power chair. We're gonna see are you a complete or incomplete? A complete person is a person to me that they say is never gonna walk again. Incomplete is somebody that still has hope. You know what I mean? So like, I wish somebody would have came in there and been like that. Nah, what they did is they threw a fucking wheelchair person in there. Hey man, I've been fucked up for 15 years. You're gonna be like this, check this out. Like, no motherfucker, it's not gonna be like you, man. Get the fuck out of my room. Hey man, don't send me people like that. I was rude as fuck, man. Don't fucking send me people like that. Oh, Mr. Garcia, you can't have your friends coming over here smoking weed. What you gonna do? Kick me out? Like, fuck you. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking leaving. I'll fucking leave here when the fuck that discharge date says when I'm leaving, right? All right. Oh man, please don't give us a hard time. But I was just mad, bro.
Just pissed, yeah.
I was mad, bro. And more mad than anything, bro, that I took it out. Okay, not took it out. How can I say, what's the word? I turned to sports. I turned to comedy. I turned to other means of like distractions. And the Dodgers fucking lost that playoff series. The fucking Raiders sucked. The fucking Lakers, like, they were the only thing like that was keeping me home. They won that championship. You know, Kobe and shit. And it was like, fuck. It was like, you know what, man? After all that shit, I got sent home in the power chair like this. And I realized that there's not a call button at the house. I realized that there is not a 24-hour, three different shift people at the house. I realized that it was a change that I need to start saying, hey, can I get some water? Hey, can you help me do this? Can you help me do that? I needed friends to come help me and put me in the bathtub. You know, I had kidney stones, I still do, so, you know, I needed to get up a bag and analyze my urine. Is it good urine? Is it bad urine? Oh shit, I gotta go to the hospital. I got kidney stones, and that's what nobody ever told me. Hey man, you might get kidney stones, and kidney stones hurt, bro. Like they hurt. And like to me, the pain comes from if you were to stab me in my leg, I wouldn't feel it in my leg. I will feel it right here. They call it autonomic dysplexia, and so any kind of pain is a headache for me. Yeah, so if I break my ankle, it's like, I got a fucking headache. Oh, yeah, so I started getting those screaming and shit. Went to the hospital, showed up. You got kidney stones. They fucking zapped him. The first time they did a surgery, it was the size of a golf ball, like 4 centimeters. Ooh. Yeah, they had to cut through my bladder.
But going, like you were saying before you got into that, you go home and you're realizing that you don't have a full staff of nurses and people that are just here programmed to make your life work. Now you have to reach out for help.
Yes.
And how do you feel like your family is receptive to that at first?
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Teams. My mom.
Do you have caregivers that come over?
Not at that time. No, at that time
So at that time, it's really. Just
I gotta get. My ex-wife.
Your wife.
I got look. There came a point where, from the hospital, it was like, should we just send Ernie to live in a home? You know. Because he's fucked up,
Yeah.
Like, who's gonna take care of him, Like,
it's a very real conversation.
But I wasn't there.
But you're not privy to it, of course.
But but I wasn't there. It was my parents, I believe my uncles and my ex-wife. And I don't think Ernie's ready to go. My wife is like, my ex-wife at the time, she was like, no, Ernie's my husband. Ernie's the father of my kids. Like, I'm gonna bring him home. And I felt like fuck, like, because what I didn't say was, before I went to the coma and they told me to say goodbye, I told her, look, Najee, the hills are over there. Run. Take the kids and go to Texas. Bounce. I'm no good. I'm falling. And I can't get up. And I made fun of that commercial many a times of that old lady. I'm falling and I can't get up.
Yeah, I know.
Now I'm that motherfucker. When I told her, I said, bounce. Bounce, leave, bounce. Like, get the fuck out. I'm not babying you. Like, go start a new life. Like, I'm telling you, the hills are over there. Run for the hills. Like, get the fuck out. Like, run. And I'm not even being mean about it. I'm like, look, I love my daughters. Take them. I told you to kill me. I told you. But no, you want to keep a motherfucker here? Are you okay? All right, that's fine. But you can't. No, like, I can't. No, yes, you can. I know who you are. Even in that motherfucking chair, watch. You're gonna it was one ear out the other. So I was just like, look. Next thing you know, I'm out, having all kinds of dreams, and a couple of dreams I had was like, there was like this treadmill, right? And I saw my family right here, and then I saw the homies right there trying to smoke a blunt, and like I was like, man, I'm gonna smoke a blunt real quick before I go with my family. But then I was like, nah, man, I'm gonna go with my family. So, but the closer I try to get my family, be like, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't get to them. Yeah. Next thing you know, like, my mom was right there, like, I don't know how long. So I was like, hey, what's up, mom? And she was like, oh my God. Next thing you know, I'm in the fucking hospital room. So I came like that quick. Yeah. So I told her to bounce. She didn't bounce. Next thing you know, I'm telling her, like, look, I'm no good now. Like, you have to go. Like, you have to take the kids. She was like, no, look, this how I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I was like, I couldn't see it. Like, nah. So I'm at the rehab, deciding where they're gonna put me. I'm not deciding shit. I'm just in the rehab, like, dreading what's gonna happen. And my parents and everybody, you know, they're like, you know, you should go to a house. You should go to a home. But my ex-wife, she's like, nah, I'm bringing them home. So I went home, and she came up with this program. Like, you ever been locked up before?
No.
All right, well, I have. When you get locked up, you got to do a program.
Yeah, do a program.
Yeah, especially when you rub with certain people. You got to do burpees. You got to wake up. You can't sleep all day. Mm-hmm. You got to wake up, If you have people that can put money on for some tennis shoes, put on some. Basically, you got to keep your guard up. You got to be up. You just can't be laying down all day. And so one of my first instincts was, man, I'm just gonna sleep this off. Like, I'm just gonna sleep this off. You know what I mean? And no, man, she was like, put me in my chair. She got me dressed, changed me, everything, got me dressed, turned me, and she came up with the program that I use today. Like, yeah, she came up with like, okay, change you first, get dressed, get in the chair, brush my teeth, wash my face. Okay, what am I gonna do today? You know? But at that time, my kids were in school. She was at work, and I was just down. So I started dealing with the wrong people. Not how I can better, but like just like not deal. So I like started like shooting up and shit. You know what I mean? Like just using heroin.
Shooting up?
I started using heroin. And
you hadn't touched it before your accident?
No, never. I was just a weed guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I partied once in a while, but never with heroin. I partied with a line of coke.
A little bit of coke here and there.
Yeah, or fucking shrooms. Or, or a tab of acid.
A little bit of X, yeah.
But no, bro. This was just like.
But at one point, you start shooting up because you're just in a dark place. And it just happens.
It just happens, and it makes the time go.
And you can go to sleep.
I can knock out.
And you just, like
for
you
a
said,
long time.
Just sleep it off, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there.
But after a while, it's no longer fun. And you're going to the hospital for checkups, not because of your usage, but because of your disabledness.
Everything else is going on, yeah.
Because of your daily
checkups.
So it's time to check for blood. And they can't. They can't. To this day, bro, I get embarrassed. They cannot check. They have to check for blood here, fool.
Yeah.
Or here, or in my toes. Because all this shit is shot. All this shit is shot. And once I realized, bro, like, remember I told you my dad was like, oh, the Dodgers and the Phillies, and it snapped me out of it. It was just like, nah, you know what, fuck all this. We're moving to Spring Valley. So like we moved to the Grand, like we went from like being like in a small place, like just to my own big ass house, like just nice, you know. Kids had their own room. We had our own room. There was a big ass garage, big ass yard, like, you know, like, you know, just from the bottom of the old shop right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And fucking, it was just like, it just felt better. And like, it was summertime, so it wasn't sleep all day no more. And one of the things that I could be able to thank God for is that, like, he did bless me with shame. Like, going to those hospitals and getting blood work done, and like, whether it was my mom or my dad or my wife, my ex-wife at the time, having to say, oh, no le podemos sacar sangre, no tiene venas ahí ya. Ay, ¿por qué no esto? Oh, no podemos decirle que se lo diga a su hijo. Pero para nosotros, nuestra experiencia es la gente que usa drogas de jeringas, por eso no tienen venas ya. And I was like, I don't do that shit. Did it come out into my system? And they were like, you know damn well, do you want us to give permission? No, don't give permission. I don't give permission. Because I knew if I gave them permission to tell them, I knew what was going to pop up. So, but that shame right there, fool, that shame right there, I was like, man, let me take a Xanax real quick. Like, let me fuck around with the Xanax. Like, that should have put you to sleep too.
Oh hell yeah.
You feel me?
Black you out.
And I got tired of this. Hey Manny, what are you doing right now? What are you doing? You ain't doing shit. Hey bro, you think you hug me over quick? Yeah, help me out. You know what I mean? And you don't even fuck around with this shit. Yeah. So, you know, a lot of times it was like, nah bro, I'm not doing that. And those are the people I fucking love and deal with today.
Yeah.
Like my boy fucking Dimitri. He was like, we're doing too much coke, we're stopping today.
Yeah.
Like a fucking, all right, that day we stopped.
Yeah.
Like a fucking, all right. Like, so drugs became a numbing part of it. But Manny, I'm already numb. I'm numb, bro. If you put a pin to me with my eyes closed, I don't know where you're pinning that. So it took a little bit of psychology, a professional who went to college to sit down and tell me, you're a fucking bullshitter. You are bullshitting around. Do you really want to get better? Have you seen what the fuck happened to you in your mind when you broke your neck? Have you dealt with what you cannot do? And like, I got bad, bro. Like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. So I would leave. Like my homie Quincy is another person I love because he would take me to therapy and then leave me, go to Costco. I would wait for him to leave. I would bounce. Well, one time there was no Costco, so he stayed and he saw me coming out. He was like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like, I was like, oh no, bro. Like, he was like, no, man, I'm not wasting my hour, bro. I'm bringing you to your thing. Like, nah, bro, you're gonna go talk to this man. So, bro, I had no choice but
deal with it.
Yeah, because somebody that is loving me is telling me the truth. Like, hey, bro, like, you have to go to therapy. You're gonna deal with this therapy. Somebody's gonna tell you the truth, and it's gonna be for your own good, whether you like it or not. You're gonna have to accept it, Ernie, because these people. They got a lot of Ernies, and they went to college for this shit.
Yeah. So before you go to therapy, and you're using heroin, you're using drugs, are there any real thoughts of suicide?
I think using the heroin was suicide. Not suicide. How you call it when you try suicide?
An attempt?
Yes. I think.
You think that was you attempting
yes.
suicide by using heroin? I mean, that makes sense.
Now that I look back, but I can't tell you right now, or else I would have been like, bro, put 5 grams and don't fucking, or don't miss that shit. I want that shit pure, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking back on it, it was, I don't give a fuck. Like, and my excuse would have been, and it was, I told you to kill me. I told you. Yeah. But like, I'm 44 now, and looking back at that 28, 29-year-old, I was like, you're fucking dumb, bro. But I wasn't in that mental state to accept anything, but like, who's willing to help me, who's willing to chill with me, who's willing to...
At any point after that accident, are there times where you wish or pray that you would have just died at the accident?
Yes, sir. Yes, man. Yes, man.
When did that feeling go away for you, or has it gone away?
That's a good ass question, Manny. Does it come and go count as an answer?
Yeah, 100%.
On the great days, bro, like today, I don't even think about it, bro. It's like, I even rolled down fucking Albertsons to here. Thank you, God, that I'm alive. I'm by myself, bro. I went to church the other day, and this dude told me, like, cause I was like, man, I'm sorry, I haven't been to church in a long time. He was like, bro, there's people that have nice ass cars, that have their nice ass little bodies, that don't come here. Like, thank you for coming to the church. You know what I mean? And so I was like, oh yeah, man, no problem. But that feeling. Comes
and goes.
When it's gonna sound fucked up, but when I can't do something like for example, I have a grandson now, and it's taking me back to when my daughters were babies, and to what I can't do, and it's in my face again, like what I can't do.
And when you say this, is it that you remember things that you could do with your daughters before? Or okay.
Yeah, and then
and now you realize that I can't do the same things that I do with my kids that I can with my grandson.
Yeah, my daughters got the short end of the stick because they were 6 and 3. My 18-year-old doesn't remember me at all walking. My 22-year-old has a figment of imagination. I bet you she has some memories.
A little bit, yeah.
But no, I'll say some shit like when I can't pick them up, or like, you know, I'm not included in the babysitting talks. It don't matter, but it's like, damn, man, I bet you these motherfuckers will be asking me if I could walk, or, you know, like me like that. But as far as I wish I wasn't here, bro.
No, as far as I wish I would have just died at the accident.
As far as I wish I would have died at the accident, yeah, man. It hasn't left. It comes and goes. It comes and goes.
What do you wish that people asked or understood about you? 'Cause I feel like you probably get a lot of the same questions, just like anybody that does anything, they get the same questions. What do you wish people would ask or understand about you?
I did not get shot. Like, number one. Like, that's the number one question. Like, and it's not even a question sometimes. It's, hey, bro, how'd you get shot, man? Like, you know, I went to a group, you know, like, to speak. As you know, I've been in my chair for for 16 years, and the dude was there as well, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I got shot with the shotgun. How'd you get shot?" I was like, "Bro, like I broke my neck." He was like, "Oh shit, my bad, bro. I thought you got shot."
I thought you got shot.
And then everybody else did too. That's why I turned around. I was like, everybody else think that. They were like, "Yeah." So, yeah, man. Sometimes, bro. Like, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, but what do you wish that people asked or understood about you?
Understand that it's a complicated life. It's not an easy life, but it's a livable life. What they would ask is, how are we able to help others? If there's nobody in wheelchairs in our family, how can we understand that? Because I didn't understand nothing about wheelchair people except these motherfuckers took their time to get on the bus and we had to open doors for them. I did not understand that the bodies float on water. I did not understand about the bathroom issues. I did not understand about a lot of different types of paraplegia, quadriplegia, and what they call me is a tetraplegic, because I'm really supposed to be like this, right? And they had me fitted out with, you know who Christopher Reeve is?
Yes.
They had me fitted out with the, all right, let's go, all right? Because I can't move shit, right? When I used to cry in the rehab, this lady would grab my hand and like wipe my tears with my hand. And like, that's one of the things I think that willed me to be like, man, fuck this bitch. I want to fucking smack the shit out this fucking, and I think that's like what got me, like, you know what I mean? Like, not to be like fucked up or nothing, but like anger was like, and I, like, that's one thing that I wish people would ask is like, bro, like, how can we understand, if it's not in our family, if we've never had a wheelchair person, because sometimes people don't understand wheelchair people till grandma comes around. And what I mean is, you know her as mom, you know her as da-da-da, and now she's 70 something, she's in a wheelchair, so you think, oh, thank God there's a button to push. But you don't understand that that 17-year-old that was surfing and broke her neck, or that 35-year-old bike rider that broke his neck, or just somebody that was in a car crash.
Yeah.
That's actually, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
You know
and
what I mean?
Just switches like that young and just.
Bro, I'm glad, bro, that I feel greedy when I be like, I wish I had my fists. I wish I could have my fists. I wish I could roll up for myself. I wish I had my fists. But more than anything, I've been in skilled nursing facilities. They call them SNFs. And there's people like me that have my type of injury that are like this. And there's just the TV on, and then they make a movement, there's a sound, and then they come and check on them, they turn them, but they're inside their heads.
Yep.
And like, that's one of the reasons that, like, and this might sound so fucking like superficial or so like conceited, but like, it's the reason I had to be cool with God again. Like, I have my own thoughts. I can speak my own shit. I can be by myself in this wheelchair.
Yeah, like you said, you still have a livable life.
I'll take that, Lord. Thank you. Because there's people that are walking that don't have their, or like somebody that, I know I went to a class and this dude, he was a security guard, he got hit in the head, and he still walks and stuff, and he has all his functions. He just doesn't have his whole brain. So he needs somebody there with him all the time. And like, I guess if I have to like pick and choose my battles, like, there's sometimes I'm glad I have my bag and like two blunts with me, and like I can spark it, you know what I mean? Like, and chill the fuck out, man. Because there's sometimes that I do have like.
When did you stop being angry?
I haven't.
You're still pissed.
Yes. And levels, just like, you know about audio, right? You know, like right now, if I was just screaming to the mic, it'd be a decibel.
Yep.
So there's days like that.
Yeah.
And then there's days like this, man. It's like fucking cool, man, you know. And then there's days like this, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Is chill or is it not chill? Am I in my own head or what? But fuck, I'm in a wheelchair, bro. Everybody's out there fucking just enjoying life. And then there's days like, fuck those motherfuckers. I'm watching fucking Ricky Stanicki, like, you know, like, so it's all a mental thing.
Yeah.
So, but anger is an emotion that's there, yes. I have not conquered it.
When did you stop being angry with God? Or do you still find yourself cursing God or blasphemizing God?
It's been so long, I don't know. Have I lived God's Bible? No, I have not. I am a hypocrite when it comes to that, because I say I love God, but I'm not living God's path. All right? I fuck around. I love females. I love to party. I love to smoke. I don't rape. I never killed unless I have to. You know, I can't no more, you know what I mean? And, you know, I don't steal, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't do people dirty, you know what I mean? I've never been that type of dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like I just go with the motherfucking flow now, because I have no motherfucking choice.
Yeah. So you mentioned a lot that you were married. Eventually you get divorced.
Yes.
What led to your divorce?
It's a few things. We were married 12 years. 11. 2002 to 2012, yeah, 10, more like 10. But we're together since when she got pregnant, 2001, yeah. Babe was born March 8, 2002. She moved to Houston that July. I followed her that November. That February we got married. All right, you know, time flies. She becomes my caretaker, right? And there is no. This is not a movie. This is not a TV show. There's not a team of people coming to help you. Somebody's there for 4 hours, and then another person at 4 hours, and another person at 4 hours. No, bro, she was there 24/7, like just like I became one of her kids. Do you know what I mean? And slowly but surely, you know, I wasn't a good patient. You know what I mean? And when I mean by I wasn't a good patient, it was like the lines got crossed. She didn't know if I was her husband or her patient. I didn't know if she was my wife or my nurse. Slowly but surely, I said, you know what? I'm gonna get another person to help me out. And she said, all right, I'm gonna move downstairs. I was like, all right. She moved downstairs. That lasted for like 6 months. Then we broke up, separated. I went to my parents' house, and she went to Houston. I decided, you know what, man, I was gonna get a place of my own. But then I went and I ate some tacos and I got E. coli. And eating that E. coli sent me to the hospital. I was in the hospital throwing out. And then they told me that I couldn't go home, that I had to go to a skilled nursing facility. It's the first time I ever heard these words. And they sent me to the skilled nursing facility, and I was there for a long time, you know. And people would come with programs like, hey, you know, do you think you can live on your own? I was like, oh yeah. They were like, well, because I paid into the system because I worked, you know, so I was getting money monthly and stuff. And these people called Access to Independence. They were like, well, we'll help you get a place. So I got a place, and you know, she came, moved in with me, you know, and everything was going good until the patient nurse thing started happening. And finally she stepped out on me, and it wasn't how I thought I was gonna take it. I thought I was gonna be like, okay, charge it to the game, this and that. Nah, man, I got real upset. I was like, you know what? If this is how you want to be, you know what, man? You get the fuck out of my house, this and that. She's like, I'm not moving. The cops are called. You know what? Sent me to jail. Went to jail for 5 days. The judge came. The people from the Child Protective Services came, and they were like, you know what? We're gonna take your kids. This was El Cajon. I was at court in El Cajon, and I told the Child Protective Services people, I was like, look, before you take my kids away, go talk to my kids. Because I know everything you're reading is what she's saying. So, you know, we go in front of the judge, right? And she's there. And she's trying to tell them that, you know, I try. First of all, I wasn't even in my chair. I was in a lazy boy. And I was just talking shit to her, like, you get the fuck out of my house. When the cops came, they told me, hey, get up. I was like, no, the dude got me and fucking slammed me down. Then my ex-wife started saying, he's in a wheelchair, he's disabled. The fucking cop goes, hey man, oh shit, sorry, how can we get you in the car? I was like, I don't know, figure the shit out, bitch. I don't know how the fuck you're gonna do that shit. You want me to help you take me to motherfucking jail? Fucking dumbass. You feel me? So the fucking judge is right there, and he's just reading all this shit, and the judge is like, so how was he gonna break your ankle?
For real.
Like, if he's charging at me, I would jump over something. He was like, Mr. Garcia, what I see here is you disturbing the peace. I said, I do too, Your Honor. I see this 5-day serve, but I don't want you going back to your house. I was like, well, it's my house. It's my name. She's on the lease. And the judge was like, well, it changes everything. Well, she has to leave, you know what I mean? And so she was like, well, I leave. I'm taking the kids with me. We have to go to a hotel. We ain't got nowhere to go. So I was like, you know what? Go ahead and keep my place. Keep it for a month. Then you find a place to live. And then I'll come back and take my place. But something told me, man, like, this was fucking for real. Like, not like, I didn't tell anybody anything. Like, I didn't tell anybody, like, oh, watch, man, I'm really going to. No, man, I looked at my homeboy, I said, hey, man, can you take me to El Cajon Courthouse? You know, he was like, man, you just got released from there. So I don't give a fuck, I'm about to divorce her. He was like, what? Put me in the car and the fucking, went over there. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna file for divorce and this and that. They were like, all right, good, this and that. I was like, yeah, I want half and half, you know, no child support, this and that. She went in there, trying to play her little game, this and that. We ended up having child custody meetings, this and that. The judge said, you know what? Because you are in a wheelchair and because she is saying that you are violent and there's past, you know, I've been in jail for some other shit. When I was walking, like fucking, this happened in 2012. I haven't been in jail since 2000, you know? Mm-hmm. So my old record is like not even me anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So fucking, he's like, we're gonna have to have one supervised visit. So they come, they do the supervised visit. My daughter's like, we have the supervised visit right here at this library, right here in Spring Valley. Mm-hmm. And my daughter looks at the lady and is like, Dad, can we go to the park at McDonald's? Because that's what I used to do. I used to put one of my daughters right here, and I lived again, bro. After bro, that was the best thing she could have done, bro. It was like, bro, she wasn't carrying me, bro. I was carrying her. And I didn't even fucking know it.
Describe it, explain that.
All the bullshit I was getting, bro. Your fucking wheelchair ass this. Your fucking wheelchair ass that.
She was talking to you like that?
Oh, bro. Yes, it was.
I mean, it's probably going back and forth, right?
Of course. But there was some times where, just don't say nothing, Ernie. She's just mad right now. That means my self-esteem started, you know. It was like, she's just mad. It's like, God damn, man, if your ass could just walk right now, like, like, fuck, like, I would say some shit like, man, fuck, I didn't even want to go to that fucking, like, it was never a peaceful conversation like this. So I was like, when you wanted to go, I thought you had to work, and a lot of this shit came back. So all of a sudden, bro, it was just like, you know what, man? I was like, I know where her frustration came from. Because while I was walking, bro, I was coming home. You don't realize this at the time, okay? But you're coming home and like, you know, you're putting the load in because you got to take your kids to school in the morning, even though you just got home, I don't know, 12, 1 o'clock. Help you put your house together, you know. Because it's not a guy thing or a girl thing, you know.
Yeah.
My mom had us cleaning every fucking Saturday,
same, bro, yeah.
Or fucking, you know, Juan Gabriel music or fucking Tiras del Norte and shit, you know what I mean? So to me, it was like, I just don't like seeing my house like that. And how would I reward myself? I fucking fix all this shit up, make it clean, and
twist one up.
go fuck a bitch. You know what I mean? Yes, I'll go cheat on her. You know, be like, okay, like, I'm walking. I'm not in my wheelchair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, all right, cool. I'm not gonna beg you. I'm not gonna make you. It's like, you know, if I come and try to initiate something with you and you're like, oh my God, I'm tired, it's cool. You know, after 2, 3 fucking days, 4 or 5 days, a week, after, 2 weeks, it's like, okay, I get it. You know what I mean? It's like, but I still have house duties. Like, it's not my kids' fault for them to come and fucking sink full of dishes or their clothes, So I noticed, like, I was doing a lot of, like, duties, and I was doing them well, like, kind of like, I could do bad by myself type shit. And now I'm not trying to say she wasn't doing anything, because she did have her jobs, this and that, you know what I mean? But I was breadwinner. I was the head of household and shit like that.
Yeah, you're running shit.
And I was also doing, like, Saturdays morning. We're going to do something with the kids every Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Coach Little League. I fucking...
But you're saying that the frustrations that she had because now she doesn't have that.
Now she can't do that.
Now it's all on her.
And she can't do it.
That's a lot.
Even if I'm just right there asleep, it's like, come on, get your shit. Hurry up. It's like, hey, don't talk to him like that. Mm-hmm. Come on, girls. All right. She was like, oh my God, why'd you have to break your neck? Something like, so in the beginning, I would be like, what the fuck, what'd you say? Then after a while, I'd be like, you know what, she's mad, And then after a while, when that shit happened, and she said all this shit in court, how I was trying to break her ankle, which wasn't true, bro. I was just talking shit to her, like, hey, if you want to do your life, go do it. But, like, go do it somewhere else. Like, we don't have to be together.
Yeah.
And she just has never been
sufficient?
Yes, she's never... And she still hasn't. She's still, to this day, like, she's a good person. We get along. But, like, God bless her, you know what I mean? Yeah. She's trying to do her own thing.
Yeah.
But me, like, you know what I mean? Like, I've always been, like, I ended up getting my own place. She had my kids for 6 months after that. I went back to the skilled nursing facility. And from there, I started talking to my father again because we have fallen out because of her. Mm. And told my dad, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go rent this place. He was like, no, save your money, come live with us. That's so nice. I did that, and from there I went in and got my own place, and this was in 2013. And from there I just started living like day to day. Daughter's growing up. Time has passed by.
Okay. And is there anything else major that happens after all this stuff passes by to you?
Yeah, man. As a matter of fact, 10 years ago at this time, my dad goes to the hospital. He has a back problem, right? And he goes in there and they tell him it's cancer, bro. He has stage 4 cancer. And he ends up dying. He goes in July, he dies in September.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 2014. So that fucked me up a lot. But let me rewind a little bit before that. After the heroin stopped, do fucking around with drugs, and we moved to our new place down the street from the old shop from Spring Valley, I decided to go to Cuyamaca. I decided to go to college. And I was going there. I was taking classes and everything. But on October, I think it was October 13, 2010, I had 2 seizures and 3 strokes. Yeah. And I was in a coma for 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Sharps Hospital. All this is a hospital record. Like, my hospital record is a lot.
Thick, huh?
Yes. And they told me, like, that I was taking too much of a workload and that my brain was, and that I went into shock and my body was just...
Yeah, your body just overworked, just overstimulated.
Yes, and like...
It's like you need to take a break.
Yes, and I didn't know that. I thought I could
Power through everything.
I thought I could power through everything, accept everything, and just go through it. But no, that's when they had me talk to psychologists and having to slow down. It's okay. I had a traumatic accident. Accept life for what it is. And you know what, man? I was able to do that because slowly but surely, like, I'm able to get to where I am today, to where it's like San Diego, so it's hard to prosper. You feel me? But inside, it's like, it's all right, man. You know what I mean? It's just hard because there's a lot of shit. I want to run, I want to jump, I want to swim, and I want to throw my grandson and I want to throw my grandson in the air, catch him. Just imagine you can't do that to your little baby. She asks you to get her some water, and you're like, I had to deal with that, and having my grandson again, having to deal with my grandson brings on the emotions, and it's like, here comes the how can I call it, the
reminder?
No, you know when you're playing video games and you need that extra power, and sometimes you go get that flower, or you get that fucking that little leaf, or you're playing like something and you get a little bit more life. Like for some fucking reason, bro, I always get that.
With your grandson?
No, with me. Oh. Like when just when I think I'm fucking timbers, like like I swear, bro, I don't know, like I don't know, it's like a pattern. It's gotta be God, because like or Allah or Buddha or Jesus or whatever it is, or Jehovah, whatever. But like it's always something that is like, no, man, like right now, bro, don't laugh at me, but what's got me getting out of like emotions and get me out of real life shit is that the new football season is about to start. So, and then the playoffs are coming, you know what I mean? So it's like college football is like that winter time of year that, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, I mean, it's a cycle because then you look forward to summer and shit, but it's like, that's what I look forward to right now.
Have you been taken advantage of since you've been in your wheelchair?
Yes, I've been robbed once.
What?
Yes.
Describe that. What happened?
I was coming from Cuyamaca College on the 856, and I got off right here on Grand and Hamashaw and Grand, and I was going to where I used to live over there, but somebody got off the bus with me. And we were talking for like, since he got on the bus, you know what I mean? It was just right there, you know. I got off, so coming down. As I'm rolling down, he's like, I used to keep my money. I didn't have it like in the bag. I used to keep my money like tucked
on you.
Yeah. And so next thing you know, he's like tucking my money right there by where the daycare used to be. I don't know if you know, St. George. And I don't know if you're familiar with the area.
Down the street right there,
Yeah, and I had like 520s on me. The funny thing is, this fool pushed me on my chair, and like he threw like $40 at me. Yeah, like out of my money, like threw the criminal $40, and he just ran for like. People stopped right away. People stopped. I was like, hey, help me, like, because that had never happened before. I was just like,
you got knocked out of your chair.
Yeah, bro, like, like straight pushed.
Damn.
And fucking, in my mind, I knew what to do, but like that shit did not fucking work. It was just like, oh.
Yeah, sure.
Next thing you know, I'm on the fucking thing. I'm like, can't move the bottom half of my body, but 2-3 people come. They help me get in my chair, and they're like, you want us to go get this guy? I'm like, oh shit. I look around, I'm like, bam, deep inside my thing, where he had thrown me off in my cushion. And one of my other cushions, there used to be a little tab where I could.
Stash?
Yeah, you could put like some weed in there.
Yeah.
And like that's the first thing I went for. And I fucking went to a Horseshoe liquor store. And fucking, I was like, oh man, can I get a blunt, please? Can I get a blunt, please? Like trying to get him like one of the 20s from the 40s, from the 220s. And then that's where I met my good friend Quincy, because he showed up on the skateboard. I didn't even know him. He just showed up on the skateboard. He was like, "You're right." I was like, "Bro, can you roll me a blunt, bro?" And like, went to his house and smoked a blunt. Well, not at his house, my friend Meech's house, smoked a blunt. And he was like, "Bro, you mind telling me what happened, bro?" And like, I basically told him,
the story?
Yeah, like, you know, I didn't tell him about Philly or nothing like that. Not yet. He knows about it. I've known him for more than 10 years now, but yeah, I told him, you know, I broke my neck and I live right here. I'm just coming back from college. So I got robbed, this and that. Oh, bro, this never happened to me. Like, he's like, "Bro, you're on the grand, bro."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" You know what I mean? Like, you know, like I know it's fucked up, but I come from places where it's fucked up.
Yeah, sure.
I come from Long Beach, California, bro. I come from like this shit's good, like, oh shit. Hey, can you meet me at the corner? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This, I don't get, I've never, even after that day, I still roll free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I can take it now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not afraid to get thrown out of my chair.
You get knocked out of your chair and immediately people rush over to
Yeah,
you, right?
yeah. Oh, hold on. And that's happened more than once, because I've fallen on my chair. On the clumsy one, I've fallen on my chair coming off the trolley because they have these side panels. I've fallen, the last time I fell on my chair was like, I don't know, like a month ago, right there in Spring Valley, in Lemon Grove. They had a little pop thing that wasn't thing, so my little wheel got caught, and since I don't wear a seatbelt, I kind of went like, and I fell. But it wasn't like a hard drop. It was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So I was able to put my hands out.
Yeah. So what I want to ask you, because you just described a lot of
And people come all
of people
the time
rushing to help you at your aid, right?
Yes.
On the flip side, though, you have the people that are talking shit about you behind your back, making fun of you, pointing, whatever, you know, assholes, right?
Yes.
Bad people. You've seen both now, because you're looking at it from a totally different lens than the rest of us. In your opinion, overall, in the grand scheme of things, are people typically good and a good people, or do you think that people were actually kind of fucked up overall?
Manny, I can only tell you my experience, bro. And I'm talking, fuck, bro, that's a good ass question, bro. And I'm talking before I broke my neck, all right? I'm answering your question, not in two parts, but from when I broke my neck to now, humanity has been kind. Humanity has been kind. Is there fucked up people? Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Will I ride like this in some parts of LA? No, bro. Would I ride like this in TJ? I have, but I shouldn't. But I have, besides that incident of somebody deliberately, and they didn't even take all my money.
Still left you a little bit.
Let me $40, right? I can't be like, yeah, man, watch out for these motherfuckers. Like, you gotta watch out for the world. Like, nah, bro, like, no, bro. I don't even want to say that. Like, no, bro, every time. And it's been Mexican people, it's been black people, it's been white people, it's been a woman, it's been a family. Kids grabbing my legs, the mom grabbing me here, the dad grabbing me there. It's like, no, bro, no, I've never had to lay there and been like, hey, you think you can help me? I've only had one person tell me, "Hey, Ern, you're cool as fuck, bro, but I can't deal with all this
Sure, it's not for everybody,
with the urine and the.
Yeah.
I can't help you with I don't want to, bro. I'll come and chill with you and everything, but like don't ask me like to move your leg or don't like you know." So it's like it hurt, bro, but it was like honest. You know what I mean? It was like the truth, and it wasn't even fucked up.
Do you understand that? And do you take slight at any of your friends that are like, man, I'm not really down to do all that extra stuff?
I take slight on fake. Like a lot. Like, and because I feel when I feel it's real, you know, like if I was to come and be like, "Hey, D Smoke, like Bird's not here, you think you can come out here?" And D Smoke was like, "I don't know you, dog. You gotta wait for Bird and like all this shit." You see me try to do the D Smoke voice, like, yeah. but nah, bro, he wouldn't be like. He would tell me like straight, "Hey, bro, like, you know what I mean?" But it will be honest.
Yeah.
And like I feel that.
But as far as if any of your friends come over to kick it with you, or somebody's coming over to hanging out, and you're like, "Man, I need help." Like,
yeah.
And they're like, I'm not really trying to do that. Do you take any slight to that, or do you
no?
not?
I don't take no slight to that. No, like I said, there's only been one person out of I'm not trying to say that I have a whole crew. There's only been one person that's told me that straight up, and I wasn't like, "Oh, bro, you can't come through," or "Fuck you." It was because it was real. It was true. It was honest.
Yeah.
And there's people that told me, "Hey, Ernie, if it wasn't you, like, I wouldn't be able to help you." My mom has told me, "If it wasn't you, son, like, I don't know if I could be able to do it."
Yeah. It's just people like they're not.
But I'm grateful for the honesty.
Yeah.
Because the last thing I would want is for you to be like, "Yo, Manny, you think you could take off my shoes?" And you're like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
I that hurts.
Yeah.
That when you say, "Are you still angry?" That brings like, "What the fuck, dog?" If you don't want to fucking chill, just say that. It's like an overboard reaction that I don't see till after. You know, like just tell me, "Hey, bro, you know what, Ern, like that dude did. Hey, bro, like don't ask me to take off. I just want to smoke and watch this show and for sure, bro. Like,
what's the hardest thing about your day to day?
Today, the hardest thing. Okay, it's not okay. What do you mean by hard? Like hard to deal with or hard to do?
Hard to do, like.
Okay, getting up. I can't get up. Like you get up and you go fucking roll a blunt, or you get up and go get a glass of water, right? I can't do that. That's hard. And lately it's been fucking with me. Like, why? I think it's the summertime. Cause like I told you, I want to jump, I want to run, and I want to swim. You know what I mean? So like, it's energy. You know what I mean? I've always been hyper anyway. You know what I mean? I like, if it's fall, I would hike. You know what I mean? But yeah.
So on the day to day, just you getting up, that's the hardest part about your day.
Getting up.
Just fucking getting up.
Getting up, and because I need help for that. And
I was gonna ask you, do you have a caregiver, somebody that takes care of you on the day to day now?
Yes, my brother Angel. I'm 17 years older than him.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have a brother that I'm about 17 years older than too.
I'm 17 years older than him, and if my mom is the house rock, the Angel is the house stone. Because if I was him, like I said, I see those hills, bounce, get the fuck out. But nah, man, Angel has a lot of balls.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Angel lost his dad when he was 16. I lost my dad, I don't know, how was I, 34? Angel was 16. We have the same dad.
Yeah.
So imagine like that age, like I at least got to know my dad through those years, you know. But My brother, he's been my mom's right-hand man. He's been my, like, right there with me, man. Like, I trust him a lot. I trust him with everything, like, everything. Even in paperwork and everything. I have him and my daughter, Jada, you know. But he's a good person. He's a jolly person. You know what I mean?
Keeps you in good spirits?
Oh, yeah. He's always, you know, in baseball, sports and shit. You know, I just feel bad that at 25, he can't go out there and just enjoy his life. Like, you know.
Because he's spending time with you?
No, because, yeah, and like taking care of me and I need this or like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just
Do you
just
feel
hard.
like he regrets that?
No. I feel like I regret that.
For him?
Yes. Yes. Because no, he smiles, he deals, he's just a good dude. It's just me that for a little brother, don't wish that on him. Just like I wouldn't wish this on him or anybody.
Sure. Do you feel like all this happened for a reason?
I feel like it happened because what I was doing, I wasn't happy doing it. And what I was doing to be happy is where I broke my neck. Like, I didn't break my neck fucking some bitch. I didn't break my neck doing lines with the fellas at the strip club. I broke my neck at the water park with my family. Like, you know, that was the last thing on my mind. No gun, no nothing. Some shorts, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, if it happened for a reason, I don't know what reason is it yet. Because it cost my daughters a lot. You know, it cost my daughters a lot.
Yeah.
My ex-wife, as fucked up as it was, it cost her a lot too.
Yeah.
It caused, I know my father used to tell me I would switch my body for yours. And that hurt me. That hurt me. He used to tell me he was proud of me. Before he died, he told me, when she left you, I thought that was the end of you. I thought you were her little baby and you lost your mama. But no, they told me at the beach, they see you with some blonde bitch, and then they see you with some other bitch, and you're up and down that boardwalk smoking blunts all day. Yeah, then I'm a piece of, don't raise your head. You ain't no piece of shit. You're happy? Come eat, bring them to eat. Introduce them to me. I want to see you happy. Fuck that bitch. I'm glad she's out your life. You want the girls, bring them over to the house too. You want your daughters? Can I, Dad? Hell yeah, call them right now, I'll go get them. Because she would threaten them to me. She would be like, hey, you fuck around, I don't have nowhere to take them. Or keep fucking around, then I'll just dump them on you. And one day I told my dad that, my dad's like, what? And my mom was like, hey man, bring those goddamn kids. And she didn't understand how Mexican people are. You know, or not just Mexican people, like just loving people, like people that are like down. And that's when I started regretted being a piece of shit to my grandparents, to my parents, to my mom and dad. I regretted being, if people are hearing this for real, and you're in your 20s, and your mom's the bitch, and your dad's an asshole, it's like they lived before. They lived before. Regardless what they are, if they're in your life or not, I don't know, I have no answer for that. But mine were in my life. And they came here to make my life better, and I fumbled. And my dad didn't see it that way. He was like, you weren't in prison. You fucked up, okay. But you supported the family fucking cleaning shit and in the kitchen. Hey, how you think the rest of America does it?
Yeah.
You don't think there's garbage, man? And he always made me feel like good.
Like you're still a man. You're a good man.
Yeah. And he told me you do more in this wheelchair than motherfuckers walking.
Oh,
He used to call me and leave me voicemails and be like, yo, you're lost, motherfucker. What's up? Hit me. So you gonna stay in that bed all day? Answer my call. Hey, don't make me go over there. I wish I would have just saved my phone. Oh shit, I don't want my dad to catch me. Like a little boy, I have to get out. I don't want my dad to catch me in the bed. And yeah, I showed up, bro. I would show up at his restaurant. Hey, yeah, this is Brittany. Oh, this is Carolina. Oh, hey. My dad was a charmer, bro. And it was like, it made me feel good. Oh, you didn't tell me your dad worked here, this and that. And when my dad passed away, the owner of the restaurant, I called him. And I said, look, Eric Einstein, good man. I said, look, I can't bake a cookie. I can't sell a flower. I can't wash a fucking car. But if you front me his funeral, I will pay you. And I was already thinking, I'm gonna start selling coke. I'm a American citizen. You know? Fuck it, we're gonna get this thing done, you know? And no, he was like, Ernie, don't worry about it, I'll pay for it, tell you about it, call me. You know when you told you get that little bit of boost, that little flower, or that little sometimes you get the star. At Mario Kart you get that little star. You could just beat anybody. Sometimes I get that. But then sometimes somebody shoots a turtle at me. You know? And at that time somebody shot a turtle at me and I got a star. Because the people helped this. Because I can't do it. I can't do it. But the people have, there's been people like my dad was a good man. So no, I don't have a college education. No, I don't have a big ass house. No, I don't have millions of dollars. But I know how to work. I know how to do a schedule. I know how to hire people. I know how to fire people. I know how to show up. I know how to, hey, you know what, they want it done. Hey, check this out, man. Can I talk to you? I know how to be direct.
yeah.
You know what I mean? One thing that I need to learn is that I'm in this wheelchair. That doesn't matter to you. That doesn't matter to him. That doesn't matter to him. That doesn't matter to him. It doesn't matter to the world. The world did not say, time out. Hey, Ernie broke his neck. You guys hold up. And I'm gripping that. Okay, these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about me. I gotta go. And that's not to say you personally. That's just to say if I don't sign the paperwork for my Social Security, they're not gonna send that shit. So I have to you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My mom needs a translator. I like getting up and doing shit. There's a library right across the street, not across the street, but right around the way from my pad. This might have nothing to do with nothing, but I'm not a perfect man or nothing. You know what I mean? I still go off. Me and my daughter still have arguments. But they're not as bad as they used to be. And that's because I asked my daughters, I said, how come you guys give me the short end of the stick, but you guys don't tell your mom shit or say anything to your mom? And they were like, Dad, because we know you're not going anywhere. So a lot of arguments that we get into is the no, I'm not having that in my house. I'm turn this shit off at 10. And I don't mean turning off the TVs. I mean, like, the fucking door. You know what I mean? Like, you're going outside, you're going to go chill. Hey, apartments are $2,000 out there.
Yep.
You feel me? And handle that.
Yep.
But right here, I'm closing this shit at 10.
Yep.
So it's like, oh, come on, Dan. Hey, see ya. You know what I mean? Like, it just has to be like that. Like, I can no longer be like, oh, no. And I do feel like, yeah, they're my babies still. But no, the world is like hard.
Yeah.
The word is hard.
Have you sued?
Yes, many times. And it's, at first, it was, we're going to help you. Everything's going to be okay.
From who?
From the park, you know. But my wife didn't trust that. Like I said, I was in a coma. I fucking didn't know what the fuck happened. You know what I mean? I woke up. We had a lawyer. We sued. We sued Knox Soak City. Then it turns out that not only did we have to sue Knox Soak City, but we had to sue Whitewater Canyon, which was the park that built. That was, yes, and that was, I remember going there when they first opened, and it wasn't Knox Soak City, it was Whitewater Canyon. So we had to sue them. One in court, appeal. They sued to SeaWorld, Aquatica or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
They we went into litigation with them. They fucking sold it to whatever Sesame Street or whatever the fuck it is right now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what our investigator found out is if there was to pay out, an insurance will go up, just like a car crash. So this is what I want, and this is what I've been asking since I've been able to get a fucking hand on my shoulders, and it's like, I just want like a jury. And I want a jury to say, this to see what happened, what didn't happen, and let them work it out.
Yep.
And there's been offers.
From who?
All three of the places.
All three
of the places.
Do you care to share what they range from?
All I'm gonna say is like $1 million is not $1 million in San Diego anymore. All right. So it hasn't cracked that shell. It hasn't cracked that ceiling. It's like I have a feeling I'm never gonna see this money, and I have a feeling that that if I let it go, it's gonna be all for nothing. So like I'm crossing a river. So until there's an appeal or until fucking lawyers want to get down and shit like that, there's standstill.
On your side representing you, have you had the same lawyer? Or has it
No.
kind of been just a...
No, it hasn't been the same lawyer.
So you don't really have anybody that's really taking your
Right
case
now-
and
right
been
now-
like, hey, I'm gonna go fucking bat for you. I'm gonna win this shit. I'll
No.
do whatever it takes.
No.
You're obviously, not at fault here.
No, I had a lawyer like that at first, but
As time's gone on, it's just...
it didn't work out. And
Do you still have faith though, you think, deep down, that it can get resolved and that you'll find the right person that can do this for you?
no, because my case is probably forgotten. My case is probably, like you said, you were just on that ride a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
And there's people that go on that ride many a times. So while they get their money every fucking May through August, they'll fucking litigate. I don't have the money to litigate.
Yeah.
So I'm not like, all right, cool. I have a roof over my head. I'm getting up every day. I have my mind.
How do you stay positive?
I stayed positive because the lawyer that was helping me was nice enough to break me off some bread that that carried us on for a year. But then after that, it was like that was it. It was kind of like a donation. But $100,000, we basically just paid our rent for a year with that.
Yeah.
And
That was it.
that was it. But hey, man, living rent free for a year?
Oh, that's great.
Yes. But I mean,
How has all this changed your perspective about the abled versus disabled talk, if any?
Abled versus disabled.
Just when you hear those words, abled versus disabled.
Lucky for the able. Blessed for the disabled. Because both of us don't know, like how lucky and blessed we are. Like, we're fucking blessed to be alive. We're already lucky to live. And like, the able are lucky to live. And like, I'm not trying to say go to motherfucking church and that. I'm just saying, like, do you, like, if you're fucking tweaking and you're not getting along with your parents because you're tweaking and you're able, like, I got something to say about that. Like, come on, man. You come on, man. Like, your parents are not going to be there for long. But if you've gone through some shit and you're using drugs to get out of it, like, I understand that too. But me being disabled was kind of lucky because I got a preacher came to me and asked me if I can go talk to his church. And I just told him the truth. I was like, look, imagine being disabled and you wanting to do drugs. You want to do it. But you're like, hey, can you do this for me? Hey, can you do this for me? Hey, can you do this for me? Can you do this for me? And after a while, it's just like, man, fuck that shit. Like, more people, everybody's smoking weed. So, hey, roll me a blunt. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, we're about to roll one right now. Here you go, hit this one. You know? It's more common, you know what I mean? So after a while, I was like, it's like, fuck that shit. Pero, it was easier for me to translate that. So when I went to talk to the congregation, to the people, I told them, I was like, man, I'm not here to judging you guys because you guys are able. You guys are able to go and do this. I'm just trying to tell you, like me, I wasn't able to. I had to like accept this shit. Like, I can't. Hey, Ernie, you want to come swimming? I can't. Hey, Ernie, you want to come shoot up? I can't. Hey, Ernie, you want to come run a mile? I can't. You feel me? And afterwards, this fool came out. He's like, bro, let me shoot you these $2. I was like, nah, bro, I'm cool. And he was like, nah, bro, I'm just gonna do drugs with these. So let me give him. I was like, oh, whatever, man. No. Gave them to me. I was working here at Douglas Collision Center. It's not Douglas Collision Center. They sold it. It's something else. But I was working there as fucking estimator and shit. And this dude came in, looked kind of big, you know. He was like, hey, man, what's up? Your name is Ernie, right? I was like, oh, shit. I was like, yeah. He said, hey, you don't remember me? I said, no. He's like, you remember I was right there at those apartments? Because Douglas is right here and the apartments are like right there. I was like, yeah. He said, remember you gave that speech about not being able to do drugs and shit? He was like, yeah. He was like, man, this is my wife and shit. He was like, she was like, the wife came, she gave me like a big, she was like, you're Ernie. I thought you were a ghost. Like, hey man, then she started telling me, like, they used to fucking have to like, have an alert when this fool got out of jail because he would come and like steal all their shit. Like, he had his twin daughters with him and like, his mom didn't want him to, he was just straight addict.
Straight fucked up.
But like, bro, like he told me, he was like, bro, when I heard you say like, what hit me was like, you got your own fingers. Like, you're asking people to do it. I started looking at my shit like, bro, I just don't have to do it. He said, so I started getting into construction, and then I relapsed. Because in construction, he was like, yeah, he was a lot of it. So I went home and I told my wife right away, like, hey, look, I fucking relapsed. So right then, she was like, look, I'm gonna help you with it. Come on, this and that, whatever. Bro, like, it was like 2 years later. Bro was like, bro, I just want to thank you because that shit right there.
It changed his life.
Bro, it made me like not want to use and made me not want to do shit. He's like, is there anything I can help you with? And at that time, bro, I was like $500 short on my rent. Like, I didn't want to ask my boss for like a fucking like a front and shit. So I was like, hey bro, this is the name of my manager. Like I'm $500 short. If I give you the rest of the money right now, but you pay my rent. He was like, no, I got you, bro. Don't worry about it. So I was like, oh, he paid my rent. I called the manager. I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna have the rest of the money. He was like, oh no, he paid 3 months of your rent.
Yeah.
Bro, man, he was a cool ass dude, bro. He is still as cool as I just haven't seen him.
Yeah. What do you want to be remembered by?
Oh. No matter how much I was an asshole, or no matter how much of a jerk I was, or no matter how much great things I did, like it was always for the good of my daughters. Like it was, I never left. Like I never left. If I left, it was because I was in coma, or because some hospital shit. But I never left my daughters. And I might have told them that they have to go see the world, that they got to get the fuck out, that that you can't always stay in my nest. But in my heart, bro, like you always want your kids with you, you know? But sometimes your kids got to learn, like, there's a world out there, you know? And I think my daughters are like, they're seeing that for the first time. They're like, Dad, everything's so expensive. I went to go buy groceries and this is expensive as fuck. Like I was like, yeah, because back in my day, we had a 2-bedroom apartment for $500.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
That shit, 35.
but yeah, I want to remember for never giving up as a dad, and now as a granddad. Like, even though I do feel sad that there's a lot of things I can't do, there's a lot of things I want to do. I want to see.
But there's a lot of things that you can do. Like, you offer so much more than just being an able body, of being able to have fists or being able to stand up or do these things with your grandson. The amount of wisdom that you've picked up by looking at the world through your lenses is like, it's invaluable. You can't even put a price on it, of the kind of insight that you'll be able to provide your grandson or your daughters as they get older, that you'll be able to affect the way that they live their lives in a positive way.
I hope so, man, because I'm so pessimistic, man, and especially with like the election and like it's just I want to look at the glass half full and starting to do those type of details and shit, like, you know, like good, you know, put a pep in your step and. You know, wake up and smell the coffee, and you know.
I mean, but you said you did that earlier. You were just rolling up the hill earlier, smiling.
No. I'm okay. I'm not saying I didn't do that today. No. And I still feel good and everything. I'm just saying it's not like that every day. Oh, it's not like that. And for an able person either.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm
saying for somebody that works. Let's say for somebody that works at a construction job, right? I bet you they look forward to that Friday. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so, or I bet you when that fucking Monday comes, they're probably like, fuck, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not saying that fucking, I want to fucking kill myself and shit. I hate my life in this chair. But sometimes there's days when I'm like, damn, man, like, okay, what if?
Yeah.
And that's when you have to like.
I have those.
That's when you have to like.
You can cut that shit.
The true, because like fantasy will hit you good, bro.
Yeah.
And then you'll lie to yourself and be like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna try really hard and walk. But see, this is one thing that I don't know if I'm lying to myself or not. Like, these motherfucking doctors have told me like I'll never walk again. But like, I don't know if I'm just psychotic and like, yeah, right, like I'm gonna walk again. but like I have this belief, like I don't know, bro, if it'll be 2037 and some Korean doctor found a way to go into the, like, but maybe I'll be around for that. Or maybe there'll be some device, I don't know, but like I have a feeling like in my lifetime I will see the cure for like paraplegia. Like if I don't, then I don't, then I was wrong. But like when you say think positive, like when it comes to that aspect, like I know, or maybe there's some poor Indian kid right now that's gonna fucking figure it out.
Yeah, figure that shit out.
Yeah, you know, but what I'm saying is like the way technology and everything works.
Oh yeah.
I know the other day
I was watching Neuralink stuff the other day. I mean, shit, if they could do that, man, why can't they fucking
I seen this fucking show where the doctor was doing surgery like this, and like it was a machine on the other side doing the surgery. So I don't know, man. All I know is like, I don't know how long I'll be here, but all I know is what technology advances. We don't know what the fuck.
What's possible?
What's possible? Yeah, what's the story?
Yeah. Okay. Well, before we wrap up, I want to give you the chance. The floor is yours. You get to give a message, put it out there. Any last thoughts that you have?
If you see a disabled person and you can open the door for them, don't think twice. Just open the door. Don't even ask. I'm trying to think of little stupid shit I hate. Like, can I open the door for you? Of course you can, motherfucker. Sorry if we make you late on the bus. You know what I mean? I know, like, since my van fucking broke down and shit, that people see disabled people. And I was the same way, bro. When I caught the bus, I remember, oh, shit, they're gonna put, you know what I mean? So, hey, man, I learned my lesson the hard way. Please, understand. And
how about any messages for people that are newly disabled or in the dark? What message would you have for them?
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. No matter who likes it, no matter what. If it itches, if you're thirsty, if you want to smoke, if you want to get out of bed, if you want to get in your chair, if you want to go outside, if you want to eat, if you want to watch something, if you lost the remote control, if you don't know where your phone is, speak for yourself. It's a hard way of life. It's a club nobody wants to belong to. But if you got a strong mental mind, I don't even think I have, you will get through it if your circle is strong and your circle is good. And this is to everybody. Something I learned, and it rings true in these foundations I go to. The caretaker is forgotten a lot. Like sometimes the people, they look at the patient. But you know how sometimes, or not sometimes, in these Ronald McDonald cancer for the kids, the families can move in. So you can see the mom and dad going through it right there, with the child, right? Yeah. Well, where caretakers is different because they gotta be at home, and they are the team, they are the final ones. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like there's gotta be like some kind of love, some kind of respect, some kind of like gratification for the caretaker. You know what I mean? The caretaker cannot be forgotten in this. It's not just a patient. It don't have to be a romantically involved thing. It could be a business thing. It could be the hospital sends a nurse or something. But learn to speak for yourself, and learn that the care, accept that the caretaker is also has to be included in what you're going through, because they're the one changing you, they're the one helping you, they're the one feeding you, and those motherfuckers get tired too.
Okay. All right, man. Well, I think that wraps it up.
All right, bro.
But thank you so much, man, for coming on and sharing the story with me and with everybody else.
No problem,
And,
bro.
I really think that not even just disabled people. I think it's honestly going to help more able people than disabled people with the way that they live their lives and what they appreciate. So good looking, man. And
Thank you, bro.
I'll see you again next time, bro.
All right, brother.
That's it. What do you think, man? It's all over.
Oh man,
That was it.
Yeah, I want to see that shit.